Okay, so today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm at a local game store with two of my friends here, and we're going to do some recording of their commander decks. So this is my buddy Adam, and he is here with his commander deck. You want to tell us a little bit about who your commander is and what your strategy is?
Yes. So my commander is Aminatou, the Fate Shifter. It is my ad nauseum strategy, and this is kind of the strategy that I'm going with. So here are my alternate win conditions. So I have kind of a Alter the Brood and Feldar Guardian, my real risky card draw engines with Angel's Grace and Thassa's Oracle. We all know and love that card. Counterspell package and Mass Draw package.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I'm going for.
So what made you want to play Aminatou when you got into commander? What drew you to her as a commander?
So when I first started playing, Aminatou was probably she first came out a few years after I started playing, and I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do in Magic and trying to find like what colors I liked. I kind of knew I already liked white and blue. Wasn't really sure about black. And when I saw her kind of looking at kind of blinky shenanigans, made me drawn towards her, I guess. And just how the deck has evolved over the years, kind of went to an ad nauseam strategy and kind of works out.
Nice. Okay. Well, look forward to seeing it play. Next up, we've got its competitor. Okay, the glare's kind of bad in here, but this is Jason's deck. And Jason, what are you playing today?
I'm playing a Sliver deck.
Oh.
Yeah, so we got the commander. He's a Sliver Overlord right there. He's pretty standard for a Sliver deck. He allows me to search my library for basically any Sliver card I want, as well as take control of Sliver creatures. So for this middle row, I've kind of put the Sliver Lords in there. So Morophon, he basically makes my entire deck free to play. The Hive Lord makes all my creatures indestructible. The commander, this one is going to give all my creatures 1/1 for each Sliver I have. And this one creates a bonkers amount of slivers. So this top row is slivers that just kind of make the deck work, as well as some other cards. We have Academy Rector, which is going to fetch up Mana Echoes, Intruder Alarm, Training Grounds, or Necropotence, depending on what the scenario is. Seedborn Muse works really well with Quicksliver. It's just going to make my deck a complete solitaire deck, where I get to play on my opponent's turn. Mana Weft Sliver works incredibly well with Intruder Alarm, as I am going to be tapping a lot of my creatures as mana, and then all my creatures untap when a creature comes into play. So basically, that is my deck right there.
Oh man, so we're looking at some pretty wild, just mass Sliver shenanigans versus flicker control. It's going to be wild. Okay, next up, we're going to have the game between the two, so let's go.
Yeah, all right. I'll put down an Ancient Tomb into an Orzhov Signet, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
Ancient Tomb with an Orzhov Signet.
I'll throw down a Mountain.
Oh.
Pass into Aether
Aether Vial.
and I'll pass.
That sweet full art mountain stuff there.
Alright, I'll put down a Swamp, and that'll do it.
Beginning of my upkeep, I get to put a counter on Aether Vial.
On your end step, I'm going to cast Vampiric Tutor.
Vampiric Tutor on the end step. That's a race to stabilizes first.
I'm second guessing about that.
Second guessing the tutor. He's got another idea. All right, he's got what he wants. Apologize for the noise. We've got a Warhammer tournament going on today. Had no idea when we showed up, but
Alrighty. I'm going to put down a Drowned Catacomb.
Drowned Catacomb, untapped.
Tap. And Alter the Brood.
Alter the Brood.
And I'm going to pass the turn.
Draw a card. And I'll throw down a Rootbound Crag, untap. Because I control
Rootbound
Mountain or a forest.
Crag.
And I will. And I will
Aether Vial's got 2 counters now.
pass my turn.
Down a Swamp. 3 Necropotence.
Oh, Necro.
You want to pay 5 life.
Necros for 5.
No card. And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, reveal Sentinel Sliver. Okay.
Pile. And I'm going to throw down the Strip Mine.
There's a strip mine.
And I will tap 4 mana, 2 red, and 2 generic for mana echoes.
Mana Echoes.
And I'll tap 3 for a mirror entity.
A mirror
One
entity.
generic mana and pass.
Alright, I'm going to put down a Flooded Strand. Sack it.
Okay.
Search my library for a Hallowed Fountain. Place it on tapped. Clear tap. Mill card.
Ooh, build the Gem Hide.
I'm going to tap 2.
2 black.
Talisman. Mill card.
Talisman of Dominance. There's an explosive vegetation.
1, 2, 3. Aminatou.
And Aminatou's on the field.
And I'm going to uptick. One on top. Mill card.
Ooh,
Then I'm going to
said Sliver.
pass the turn.
Vial's on 4 now.
Top Aether Vial, Shifting Sliver.
Ooh,
I'm going to get 2 generic mana.
Shifting Sliver, I think.
And I'm going to pay 5 mana and pay 2 for mana echoes for more on the battlefield.
Oh,
And I'm going to cast my commander for free. And I'm going to get
there's Sliver Overlord for free.
7 mana, and I'm going to search my library for 2 slivers.
Oh, Slivers are going off.
I'm going to search for Cloud Treader Sliver and Sliver Queen.
Cloud Treader and Sliver Queen. That's just wild.
You like the cutter tap? And I'm going to use Mortifine's ability to cast Cloud Shredder Sliver, as well as the Sliver Queen. And I'm going to use the mana from Mana Echoes to throw down a million slivers.
That is a million Slivers who just hit the battlefield.
And they have flying and haste, and I'm going to swing for lethal.
Wow.
All right, GG.
That's the end of game 1. Game 1 goes to Slivers. We're going to shuffle up and get ready for game 2. That was just crazy.
Yeah. It goes hard sometimes.
That's a tricky bit about Slivers.
Yeah. The nice thing is this deck is fairly consistent.
And that's
About what it does.
that's like more deadly.
Yeah.
Slivers plus consistency equals you lose.
Yeah. And that early mana echoes is just the bread and butter.
Now, I'm not familiar with Mana Echoes. What does that do?
So it's going to give me 1 colorless mana for whenever I put down a creature.
Uh-huh.
It's going to give me, or whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it's going to give me 1 generic mana
Wow.
for each creature that shares a type with it.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So if I have
That's just a lot of things.
if I have 3 slivers on the battlefield and I cast a 4th one or create a 4th one from Sliver Queen, it's going to give me 4 mana, which I can turn around into Sliver Queen and create 2 more slivers, and then have 6 mana, which I can turn around for 3 more slivers, which I can turn around for an infinite amount of slivers.
Infinite Slivers. Oh, let's want to show the camera?
I mean, it's probably going to get mold.
All right. Well, he says it's probably going to get mulliganed. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
After all, why shouldn't I keep it?
Why shouldn't I keep it?
I'm going to roll again.
It was mine and came to me.
Sure. Okay. Alright. So I'll go first because I won that. Okay. I'm going to start off with a swamp.
Okay, swamp to start.
Fortran.
Okay, cracking flooded strand.
Grab a Godless Shrine.
Going for the Godless Shrine.
This one here. And drop the ball again into the same thing.
Pass.
I'm gonna shock and hallowed fountain. 2. And I'm
Hallowed
gonna
Fountain.
tap blue for training grounds.
Training grounds.
And I'm gonna pass my turn.
On your end step, going to Enlighten Tutor.
And a light and tutor on the end step.
I'm going to
See,
search
it's looking
for.
for Necro. Maybe Heuristic.
Active Authority.
Active Authority.
Alright. I'm going to put down a swamp. Tap. I'm going to Zora Signet.
Zori's Signet.
And I'm going to pass.
6 is 2. White, black, and blue. It's got all these colors now.
Pass my turn.
Ooh, nothing going on from Slivers.
I'm going to put down a Prairie Stream on turn tapped. And I'm going to tap
Very Stream.
3 for an Active Authority.
Active Authority.
Exile and pass.
Training ground is gone.
I'm gonna tap 2 for Sliver.
Crit Sliver.
Will pass.
Well, Slivers can regenerate now.
Put down a Soul Ring.
Okay, we have the One Ring
Put down Aminatou.
and Aminatou.
And we're going to uptick.
Aminatou doing her thing.
Then I'm going to pass the turn.
I'm gonna swing with Sliver at Aminatou.
Right, Crypt Sliver. Smacks Aminatou.
I'm going to put in a Drowned Catacomb.
Drown Catacomb.
And an uptick.
Drawing some more cards.
I'm going to put in a Demonic Tutor.
Oop, tutoring again. Didn't quite find what he was looking for in the top half there.
Oh, there's the mortal too.
All right. to wait and see what that was.
I'm going to float a mana, alter the brood,
Altar of the
and
Breed.
I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, Feldar Guardian,
Felidar Guardian.
and I'm going to initiate an infinite combo and win.
You want to explain your combo?
Yeah. So my combo is revolving around Alter the Brood, so whenever a permanent enters the battlefield, my opponent mills a card.
So you just milled him for his whole deck.
Yeah, milling for his entire deck. So the combo is when Feldar Guardian enters the battlefield, I'm going to blink Aminatou, so it will reset. I'm going to downtick Aminatou on Feldar Guardian. Just kind of flickering these two back and forth,
Oh, gotcha.
milling his entire library, and then when I pass, he will lose.
Okay, we're looking at 1-1 Slivers and Aminatou. Game 3, tiebreaker.
Yeah, and they took it away from the blood angels. That's what I know. Like, they took away all the consistency, and it's the only thing they have is combat. And if you're going to make it random vanilla Marines, then what's the
Okay.
point? I'm going to try to send them actually.
Sends it back.
Nope, can't do that. Okay, looks better.
All right.
Alright, I will,
Let's readjust here.
by putting in a Flooded Strand.
Flooded Strand.
Exactly.
I think we've seen that Flooded Strand all 3 games. We open up his deck, he's got like 50 Flooded Strands in there. Oops, all Flooded Strands. Alright, goes for the Hollowed Fountain. Oh, brings it in tapped. Alright.
Going to pass the turn. Can I tap, by the way?
Slow start for both from the looks of it.
I'm going to put in,
Okay, he's got all colors.
and then I'm going to pass.
There's your buddy Crypt Sliver.
And pass. Put in the planes. And I'm going to tap 3 for Teferi the Time Rattler.
Teferi the Time Rattler.
And I'm going to send that back to your hand.
And goodbye, Crypt Sliver.
Pass.
We're going to Dragon Skull Summit.
Dragon Skull Summit.
Comes in untapped because I control Swamp. And I'm going to tap 3 for Grim Tutor.
Grim Tutor.
So I hit combat, kill tool, through Oh, yeah, you couldn't. That's right. That's great. He doesn't have a
James, we probably should have started up closer.
And pass.
Okay, so you've got 6 attacks.
Then swamp. And we're going to top 3. For my commander.
And Aminatou.
I'm going to uptick. No, hang on. I'm going to uptick this. So until the next time I can play sorceries as their instants. And
Sorceries
I'm
can only be
going
played as
to-
instants.
Yeah, uptick.
And draw a card.
That's interesting. I'm gonna pass.
If I have 2 1
We'll tap 3 for Chromatic Lantern,
Chromatic Lantern.
and then we'll tap Chromatic Lantern for Striking Sliver.
Striking Sliver.
Pass.
Okay, Slivers have first strike now.
I'm going to play Command Beacon.
Command Beacon.
Uptick.
Draw cards.
Go back on top. And tap 2. An Orzhov Signet. And I'm going to uptick. And pass.
Hopefully COVID immediately. Store shutting down.
Tap a blue for Training
I'm
Grounds.
going to Fierce Guardianship.
Ooh. Trying to ground gets countered.
I'm gonna tap 3 for Descendant's Path, and I'm going to swing at Aminatou.
Descendant's Path,
For
Aminatou.
1.
Yep.
Taking a damage.
Pass.
So you did get spread the sickness?
I'm going to uptick. Goes to 4. I'm going to downtick. On Teferi. Back down. Or it'll stay at 4. Then I'm going to send back to your hand.
Descendants
And I'm
can
going
send
to draw a
back.
card.
Yeah, we can draw a card.
Then I'm going to pass the turn to you.
We're going to pay 3 mana for Sedge Sliver. And then we're going to
Sedge Sliver.
swing at Teferi for 2.
Fairy's taking 2.
In response, I'm going to flash in Opposition Agent, and I'm just going to take the block.
Ooh, Opposition Nation gets flashed in, it takes the block.
Okay. So it's going to die, and I'm going to.
Why is it that?
Because those are getting 1 in line. And I'm going to tap Chromatic Lantern and regenerate my Striking Sliver.
Okay.
And pass.
Did you need to do that? Because he's got first strike.
No, that was a misplay.
Okay. That's what I'm here for.
I'll put down a swamp. Sustain. I'm going to three. And for Comet Guide, I'm just going to grab an Opposition Agent.
Karma Guide, grab it. Opposition Agent is
I'm
back.
going to downtick on Teferi. And I'm going to send Chromatic Lantern back to your hand.
And Chromatic Lantern is bounced.
Dragon.
So I decided
And
I
I'm
was
going to pass the turn to you.
but I think you did the right thing. You blocked it out a little bit with your dudes. Yeah. So I'm gonna get 3 turns worth of primary and 45 points.
3.
30 points of damage.
Automatic.
Take it, you want it yours.
Lanterns back.
Yeah. That
I will
it's worth every minute of
throw
300
Striking Sliver and Sedge Sliver. Sedge Sliver's coming at Aminatou. Striking Sliver is going at Teferi.
And they're both 2/2s.
There's a 3/3 and a 2/2.
3/3 and a 2/2, both from our first strike.
I'm going to throw both my
Blacks can
creatures in front.
regenerate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slivers getting aggressive.
I'm going to put down in that Adakar waste.
If they
I'm
start,
going
then we Ryan, your rates are still called out with my bike.
to change it on a Tainted Pact.
Tainted Pact.
And does it resolve?
And if they curve, they get an extra cap. So, yeah. First attack is 3 hits, second attack is 3 hits.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to remove my. I'm going to exile my entire library.
Exiles his entire library.
And if you
I'm going
survive
to tap 2.
and you want to call back,
That's his Oracle.
It would have
Thassa's,
been really funny if
Thassa's Oracle.
for a
Yeah.
amazing one season.
All right,
Okay.
GG.
And game 3 goes to Aminatou. Good job, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.